New at 5, a jury trial just started against a former propane company employee charged in the deadly 2024 house explosion in Sterling, Virginia.
The explosion killed volunteer firefighter Trevor Brown. It injured 12 other people. Roger Bentley is facing a felony charge of involuntary manslaughter and 3 fire prevention code violations.
Yeah, so he's accused of failing to address a gas leak from a 500-gallon underground propane tank. Our Matthew Torres spent the day inside the Loudoun County Circuit Courthouse listening to some of the opening statements.
Prosecutors say that Roger Bentley knew the risks of this gas leak but did nothing to fix it. Meanwhile, his defense attorney says he's become more of the fall guy for the propane company and points part of the blame on the homeowner who took the stand today. It's in these videos after the explosion where homeowner Kelly Woods testified waking up to a fiery aftermath in February 2024. On the stand, she said, "I felt like someone was pushing me. Next thing I know, I was buried in rubble and people were screaming for help. I thought we were under attack."
What happened? Over here, help!
Woods, seen walking to the courthouse Tuesday afternoon, is the Commonwealth's first witness in the trial against Roger Bentley, the technician for propane company Southern States Cooperative. She remembers smelling a strong odor for hours, even before Bentley responded to calls of a gas leak from her 500-gallon underground propane tank on Silver Ridge Drive. But Woods says she did not raise any more alarms because Bentley assured her several times there was no emergency that required calling firefighters. In one doorbell camera shown in court, Bentley could be heard saying to let the gas seep into the ground. She added, quote, "He didn't seem concerned. He felt they would make a big deal out of nothing."
It felt like the whole house was shaking.
It definitely felt like, and it sounded like, a big boom.
But according to prosecutors, about 4 hours after Bentley left, a dangerous amount of gas had already reached the basement. It was only after a neighbor called an hour earlier about the smell when firefighters responded. When the house exploded, flying debris killed Sterling volunteer firefighter Trevor Brown. Prosecutors accused Bentley of ignoring the risks and failing to facilitate removing the tank. However, defense attorney John Bonetta told jurors this was a tragedy. This is not a crime. In court, he blamed the homeowner for knowing the propane tank had issues for years based on previous inspections, but did not replace it. Woods initially scheduled Southern States to inspect the tank because she was planning to sell her house. But in court, Woods said days before the inspection was scheduled, the propane delivery driver showed up unexpectedly and filled up the tank. The driver immediately alerted her and his supervisors of the gas leak. The defense says the company told the driver it's okay to leave, but not before telling Bentley on the phone that the smell was starting to go away. The defense argued Bentley did not smell the same strong odor, nor would have simply left if he thought lives were at risk. The homeowner said on the stand today that when firefighters eventually got a hold of Bentley on the phone, that he repeated that there was no emergency. Within 30 minutes later, the house would explode. This trial is expected to last for 3 weeks. No word if Bentley will take the stand. In Loudoun County tonight, I'm Matthew Torres, WUSA 9.